Back here on Campus Insiders, and possibly the craziest finish of the year happened when Texas Tech blocked a game-winning Kansas field goal attempt. Tried to return it the other way, but ended up laddering the ball to, well, absolutely nobody. That allowed Kansas to recover, kick the game winner on the very next play, and that gave Les Miles his first Big 12 win. Brett and Matt are joined now by the Jayhawks head coach.
Les, you've won games with fake field goals. You had that literal last-second win against Auburn. How did the crazy win against Texas Tech compare with your 145 career victories?
I promise you it was as enjoyable and as competitive as any game that I played in or coached in. And certainly, you know, the unusual way it ended, I can't tell you how much fun it was for our team and our fans.
You were out of coaching in 2017 and 2018. I talked to you quite frequently during that time. I know it was very frustrating for you. Why was it so important for you to return to the sideline as a head coach?
I so enjoy taking a team to the field. I enjoy preparing them. I enjoy the relationship between the coaches. It's important to me. I like the coach. It's a great profession, and I'm fortunate to have two sons that also play for Kansas.
So Les, I was told your friends didn't want you to come back and coach at Kansas because they were concerned that it could keep you out of the Hall of Fame. What were their concerns specifically?
Well, the number of wins that you have to have apparently has a percentage, and I qualify, but I just could not live my life waiting to be, and if I was inducted to the Hall of Fame. I just felt like I needed to pursue victory. I needed to compete. I needed to be a part of a team, and I can tell you that the decisions that I've made to do that thus far have been rewarded with a good team, quality people, and a competitive venue.
Les, 2 weeks ago you made Brett Dearman your offensive coordinator, and in the 2 weeks since, only Clemson and UCF have more total yards on offense. How has Brent changed your offense?
He certainly is a very bright mind. He enjoys the relationships with the players, and he coaches the quarterback aggressively. I think he brings a lot to the table, and certainly as a play caller, he's pretty talented as well.
When Kansas State comes to town Saturday, you're a couple of thousand away from your first sellout at Kansas since 2009. You already have 3 wins, the ties for the most wins in the last 10 years. Did you expect this much success this quickly when you got to Lawrence?
Yeah, I have to be honest with you. When I met the team, I did not want to put a limit on them. I felt like they had leadership, felt like that they wanted to win. I felt like they prepared hard in the off season and certainly as we come to game weeks. So, when you ask me, is that enough? Is this, compared to other Kansas teams, are you going to be limited, or are you going to be, you going to show the abilities that your team has? I didn't want to give them a top end. I wanted to let them play to that, and I think we've not reached who this team can be yet, and I think that's coming.
So Les, let's talk about the hat. It's always white, never red, never blue, always white. What's the story behind that?
I don't know. I think it's based on wanting to represent the school that you are coaching. Certainly at Oklahoma State, I had a little different color scheme. I think the time that I had at the Dallas Cowboys, certainly a different color scheme. But when I went to the LSU team, I felt like, we're going to put on a dress hat here, and it seemed to work out. So I didn't want to change it from that point forward. And I think that same white hat kind of worked out right here in Kansas as well.
Les, you've got a Screen Actors Guild card. You've been in 4 movies. So when the Mad Hatter, the Les Miles story, goes Hollywood, which Hollywood star is going to play Les Miles?
Gene Hackman. Let's see. I guess there's a number of guys there that that you could kind of turn to, but I think Gene Hackman's got kind of the overview there.
I figured it was Gene Hackman or Brad Pitt, one of the two. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's got a lot more hair than I have.
All right, we got 3 more questions. We'll get you out of here. What is your favorite word?
My favorite word, enjoyed.
What is your least favorite word?
Finishing second. I know that there's more than one word in that. I do realize that, but finishing second is my least favorite anything.
Okay, so if you were not a coach or an actor, what other profession would you like to try?
I always told myself that being a lawyer would be something that I enjoy, and I think there's the same competition. I think you present on a stage in the courtroom, and it's going to take preparation, like a game week. So I think maybe law.
Thanks, Les. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, Les.
My pleasure, guys. Talk to you again soon.
Good luck.